Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath.
Drink your water, drink your water, drink your water. Family, welcome. I am streaming late because I am getting ready for Simba Camp, and I'm trying to get y'all ready for how it might be going down at Simba Camp because I am not totally familiar with the schedule yet. I'm going to be trying to get up early, get stuff done, but let me tell you, yesterday was arduous, right? Listen, I did Tai Chi, and, we ran over. Excuse the sounds because I got some work being done at the house right now. And it was arduous, man. Listen, because I'm trying to learn a new form, and to get a certain move I had to do, and I went over it and over, and by the time I left practice, I was soaking wet, and I didn't have time to come home and take a break like I usually would and then go to yoga, because on Ujima I do sunset yoga with Brother Malik, man, and of course he gonna pull out the blocks and try to kill somebody. It was a beautiful day, but I was tired. By the time I got home, I went straight. Well, I ain't go straight to bed, but I was bed ready. I was ready for bed. Let's put it that way. Brother was ready for bed. And that's what I did. I was ready for bed. And I did it. I went to sleep. Now, needless to say, 3:00 came. And I was like, I ain't got to be nowhere because I got Simba tomorrow. So I'm getting ready for Simba. I said, okay, cool. Let's get it. And I got it. I laid down and then boom, boom, boom. Now it's almost 11 o'clock, and I'm sitting up here recording while work is being done in the house. But I am glad to be here, and I want to say great Ujima to each and every last one of you. Great Ujima. Man, and hopefully, if you didn't get an opportunity because you're not in the Telegram group, I want you to check out the article. I created an article, and the article's name was, give me a second real quick. The article's name that I posted up yesterday, and I think it's going to be very important for a lot of y'all. It is Visualization Paradox. While looking at yourself is draining your ashe. Now, family, listen, go check it out. Let me know your thoughts, comments, ideas. And speaking of that, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Of course, comment is one of the most important things so I know how this information is hitting you, right? So let's build. Now, here we go. I'm going to move into the show. We are on the day of Nia. We are in the week of Amani. Of course, we are approaching the end of the cycle of Ujima, and actually, the first Umoja in Simbaland, I will be in the week of Nia. Man, oh man. In the cycle of Nia. Sometimes it get confusing, but we're going to work through the confusion back. All right, so let me make sure you get the proverb for the day, because I'm going to get through this, and let me make sure you get because both of them is in the script. But I'm going to read them anyway. Justice is like fire. Even if one covers it with a veil, it still burns. Like that. I like that. Anime like it too. Oh. All right, shouts out. Pistols out. Here, take a picture. Anime like that one. Justice is like fire. Even if one covers it with a veil, it still burns. Now, We'll have a little bit more discussion about that one and the actual algorithm for the day. Get ready. Get ready. Purpose is the ultimate antivirus for a scattered mind. Again, purpose is the ultimate antivirus for a scattered mind. One more time. Purpose is the ultimate antivirus for a scattered mind. Oh, man. So now, let's get into it. Oh, before we get into it, let's do the haikus for the day. So, got up, did my meditation. Well, I did my meditation at about 3. Went back to sleep, got back up, and I went out and did the exercise. And wow, I forgot. There's something else I got to do, so I'll do it on my next round. But here we go. Here's the haikus. A peach tree sitting, but I wrote this one yesterday coming from yoga. A peach tree sitting, heavy with fruit, in a lot. People just walk by. So there's an empty lot where I go and I grab these peaches. Now, they're not the biggest peaches, but let me tell you, the tree is so heavy with fruit that the tree is leaning over. The tree is being abused by its own productivity. And it's like, please pick me. I'm going back over there before I go to Simba. I'm going to get me some peaches. But people were walking by it. Now, here's the question. Were they walking by because they was respecting somebody's property and they didn't know whether or not they could get it? Or were they walking by because they didn't recognize what was there? You did? Because there's no signs, there's no trespassing sign on there. It's there for people to eat. Now, here's the next question for all of us that we need to tangle with. Why aren't there more fruit trees in our community? Now, I can understand fruit trees not being downtown, but on some of these streets, why aren't there fruit trees? I want you to think about that, right? Because that's a real conversation that we really need to have. Where are the orchards? Hell, with the orchards, where are the trees that our children could want something from bad enough to climb? See, because a lot of us talk about climbing trees just to climb trees, but many of us was climbing trees to get lunch. When I was young, to get a snack, it was like the corner store. Shit, it's plum. Look at that plum. I'm getting that plum up there and climb all the way up. Get the plum, right? Grapes. Where the grapevines? Blueberries. You know what I'm saying? Raspberry. Where are these and why? See, and it's crazy. We have allowed for the world to be so commodified that we are stripping our children of important parts of childhood. You know, I know for a fact that across the street, ain't even across the street, in the same lot, damn near, that this peach tree is 2 peach trees and an apple tree, and a pawpaw tree, and a cherry tree. Where these trees are, there's children that come out and play basketball, and the tree is full of fruit. Look like nobody picking it. I walked up to the tree, was like, thank you. I'm going back. I'm telling you right now, I am going back. And I'm not giving up the secret spot. You got to find it yourself. You got to find it yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on the inside to get the info. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on it, you know. Because some of y'all going to take your basket and just be all obvious up in it. Nah. Take your little bag, get in the cut, and just start. You know what I'm saying? You know. But anyway. The trees, you know, and like I said, I'm wondering, do people know they're fruit grown trees anymore? Really? You know what I'm saying? You know, because I have people tell me that ketchup is a vegetable, and tomatoes come from grocery stores. I heard that before. That's the honest God truth. That is the honest to God truth. If you don't believe me, take a picture of it. Take a picture of it. Take a picture of it. All right. Next haiku. Blessings can appear, but we might not recognize because of blindness. All right. Blessings can appear, but we might not recognize because of blindness. Many of us could walk right by a blessing, not even know that it's a blessing. A blessing could come right into our face, and we will not know it because of the blindness. But part of the program of the system is to keep us blind. And we got to always remember that. You have to stay blind. You have to stay confused. Listen to the algorithm for the day. Look, this is why they got you multitasking. Purpose is the ultimate antivirus for a scattered mind. I need you to have a scattered mind so that I can take advantage of you. I don't need you to be a master. We don't need you to be a master. We don't need you to be good at anything that could produce for you. I just need you to be able to come and do multiple things for me and stay off focus and stay unpurposed. Stay unpurposed so that you can stay up under my control. So you will not be able to recognize a blessing when it comes to you. Blessings can appear, but we might not recognize it because of blindness. People walking right by this peace tree, not even recognizing the blessing that's there. Right? It'd be like, damn, I want something sweet. Oh, Cleve just pulled up some. Did you take a picture?
No.
Cleveland just pulled up some potatoes up out the garden. I'm about to put those in the thing after he get done. He just pulled up some potatoes. Looking good. Good job, son. All right. So let's keep it moving. Purpose is the cure to the lost and wayward soul. Just help them plug in. Oftentimes, all we got to do is to get somebody to change their life. Help them find their purpose and get them plugged in. Rather than tell them what they should do, we should help them find their purpose, right? And as I got older, I started realizing that, right? Because a lot of times we want to force people into things. And, I graduated from that. I don't do that no more, right? People like, I need my son to go. Now, do your son want to come? Will your daughter want to work in the program? Because if they don't, I'm not doing it. Now, maybe one of the young people that I'm working with might want to indulge in that, but I am no longer forcing anything on anyone anymore because I value what I have. I understand what I have. And what I have is valuable and it will produce fruit. It just needs somebody that wants to do the work. When they do the work, the fruit will be produced. If they don't do the work, the fruit won't be produced. But the fruit cannot be produced through someone that doesn't want it. Right? So, I'm no longer like, oh, come on, man. You know you want to do this. Come on. No, I'm not doing that shit. I'm leaving that for somebody else. Last one. I have figured out that I visualize wrong, not aiming mine right. And I'm speaking for me. My visualizations that I was using in the years past is wrong. At least I have figured it out, right? And I wrote an article on it. It's on, you can get it free. I already spoke about it. You can get it free on the not the Gumroad, on the, matter of fact, I'm going to share it on the Gumroad. Share that article on the Gumroad. But you get it free on the Telegram. Join the Telegram group. Go down, click the link. You exchange information. You get on my email list. And then also, you not only get on the email list, it'll give you access to all of my stuff. And on there now, I just added the e-course. The e-course is 90% off, right? So it was $600 some odd dollars. Now it's 90% off. Now, I would give away for free, but what I have figured out, once again, is when I give stuff away free, people don't recognize the blessing, right? Those who are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled. Key point, right? I get to lean on the heuristics that I have learned, that I have witnessed. The African openness to the tree life told me when I was 21, between 19 and 21, when I found it, those who are not willing to sacrifice will not be fulfilled. And that shit has always been on point. Right? When you give, I'll be giving stuff away. Here's my book. Here's this. Boom. Let me come take your symbol. And make them go, and I make them come on camping trips, and I give it to them. Here, they don't want it. But the ones that embrace it and take it and loving on it, they get to see the fruits and stuff, right? That's what I want. I'm no longer I no longer want to be a slave master. I don't want slaves. I don't want to have to drag nobody to the water hole. I want somebody to walk with me to the water hole as I'm telling them about how beautiful the water is. Right? They have enough of my principles in them that, all right, boom, they got the faith. Right? They got the faith. They got the trust in where I'm going. They trust the process. They're moving with me. And when we get to the water hole, we can sit down and they can drink the water and I can drink the water and we could bask in each other's abundance. Right? So, on to the script. Oh, thank you. Who rang that bell? Oh, thank you, Simba. Simba on point. Here is the actual haiku for the day. Useless noise must fade. Drop the weight of false belief. Purpose stands alone. So I want to greet everybody. Right? Man, listen. According to this thing, this month, we had 10,000 downloads. In fact, let me go to. I was flabbergasted. Is that listen? Let me go back. I have to show you this. For the last 30 days, I got 10,331 downloads. Now check this out. June 20th, 3,072 downloads. June 21st, 305. June 22nd, I had barely seeable, right? I had 13 total. On the 23rd, damn near 9. Oh, my fault. I got 4 total. Then on the 24th, I got 2,976. On the 25th, I got 307. On the 26th, I got 3,021 plays. And on the 27th, I got 141. And I know, I'm like, what in the hell is going on? So this is a total of 10,031 now. But here's the funny part. You ready? Listen to this. Let me go back. I have to go back. Y'all, I have to go back. All right. So out of all that, oh, it won't show me the numbers now. They don't want me. They don't want me to embarrass them, right? Oh, here we go. So the last 30 days, I got 5,009. Well, according to this, they counted 5,991 plays, right? Or no, downloads, right? For those downloads, I made 5,000. I did $3.87. So that means, in order to even get 100,000, right? In order to even get 100, I mean, in order to get like $30, I almost got to get 100,000 downloads. Man, I might need to change my commercials. Y'all might be hearing some. Y'all already hearing casino commercials, right? I might change the commercial, but anyway, let's get into the show. I'm sorry, I enjoyed myself. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. But so I'm gonna greet everybody. Rise and inhale a breath of the ancestors deep down to the belly. Exhale the heavy fog of distraction. Sitting your feet on the earth. Feel the subtle, steady rhythm. The mind-body connection that links your heartbeat directly to the ancient drum. Today, We invoke the power of Nia. For the uninitiated, that's purpose, represented by the divine radiance of the color yellow. We carry with us a warning. It's a warning and a flame from the island of Madagascar. Listen, justice is like fire. Even if one covers it with a veil, it still burns. Look closely at the world around you. There are those who attempt to throw veils of illusion, noise, and digital static over your mind. Remember the multitasking. They try to obscure the natural law, the divine justice of who you are. In the black experience in America, we have been continually handed false identities and synthetic burdens. We are told we must carry the weight of historical shame, blame, and guilt. We are conditioned to think we must constantly do more, consume more, and hustle blindly just to validate our existence. But just like fire under a cloth, truth cannot be smothered. It smolders. It breathes. It eventually consumes the very fabric meant to hide it. Let us look inward through the lens of Via Negativa, the subtractive self-mastery approach. I know that's what we use here. This is the sacred art of clearing away what does not serve us, shedding the illusions, distractions, and burdens that separate us from our potent center. The greatest threat to your fire is not the external veil, it's the internal clutter you refuse to drop. A scattered mind is the playground for spiritual malware, making you vulnerable to the chronic viruses of anxiety, doubt, comparison, and hopelessness. Hear the ancestral algorithm again and hear it clearly. Purpose is the ultimate antivirus for a scattered mind. Purpose is the ultimate antivirus for a scattered mind. When you do not know your why, your energy leaks constantly. Somebody put Ashe if you understood that, if you heard that. When you do not know your why, your energy leaks constantly. You become open to every passing breeze of negativity. You see this in the timeless story of the lost little Simba, recorded in the Warrior's Handbook for Life journey, and of course, the Lost Art of Storytelling. And I might have covered a little bit of it in the Player's Pyramid. Simba grew up pinned beneath a false narrative, believing he was a deformed sheep. He suppressed his true nature, absorbing the abuse of the herd, exhausting himself trying to fit into a world that was never designed for him. He didn't need to add anything to become a king. He simply had to scrape off the buildup of the herd's conditioning, shed the false sheep identity, and release his true self. When you look into Nia, a holy fire is ignited within your spirit. Somebody type Ashe. Come on now. Yeah, I know you had to feel that. When you look into Nia, a holy fire is ignited within your spirit. Purpose acts as a system-wide purge. It doesn't tell you to do more. It identifies the useless files, the toxic relationships, the self-defeating loops, and it burns them to ash. It cleanses your mental architecture so that only peace, power, and joy remain. Stop letting the world scatter your attention. Cut the noise. Drop the weight of old programming. Strip away the non-essential commitments that drain your life force. Protect your bandwidth. Let your purpose burn through every veil of doubt until your path is perfectly clear. All right. Of course, you know this is Brother Hatim. If you want more information, go on into the description. Click the link, right? Join the email list. Come on over. Join us on the Telegram. Join us in there for discussions. You get the articles beforehand. You get the post of the episodes before everybody else. And, of course, you got access to myself as well as other members of Gye-nyame Journey who are walking this path. Family, remember to embrace your culture and keep moving forward. And get ready for the lesson on the Ubuntu loop. Then not only the Ubuntu loop, but then also be looking out for the article on the Ubuntu covenants that you may have. that you need to be aware of, right? This is Brother Hatimi. You know what that means. You are now listening to Gye-nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.